This is the QQPOW 2-in-1 USB cable. The packaging is just your basic simple plastic box. On the front it tells you that you got a regular USB plug and then you got an iOS and Android plug. Those are built into one plug, and I'll get to that in just a moment. On the back you get a little bit of specifications, and that's primarily it. This is the cable itself. The cable is 3.3 feet long, and the maximum output charge for the cable is 2 amps. It has pure copper high performance core, and the rubber they use is a TPE rubber, and it has a very good grippy feel to it. And yes, it is a flat wire configuration. This is the regular USB plug wrapped in metal, and right here there's a very slight bump or rise in the plug. That's to give your thumb a little extra grip to either pull something out or push it in. And on the opposite end, same thing, wrapped in a metal. And it does have this little raised little bit here, so your thumb can have a good grip pushing or pulling in. Now, this is the lightning connector side right there. And if I tilt it a little bit, you're going to see an opening. That is the micro USB port as well. Lightning, micro USB. On the opposite side, there's nothing. Now, you can use this lightning cable with a charging brick. I have my Lumia 640 right there, iPod Touch 5, and my Nexus 7, and a power bank. So the first thing we're going to do is plug this into the power bank and get it into the Apple iPod here. Now you have to make sure that the lightning connector side is facing downwards, and as you can see, since it is charging, the Apple iPod is turning on. So there is definite power coming from my power bank here to my Apple iPod Touch 5. We'll let that boot up in just a moment. Now here is my Lumia 640, micro USB on the bottom. Now with micro USB, you have to look at the hole to decipher how it's going to go in. With the micro USB, there's usually a flat side on one end, and then it kind of goes in a little bit on the top. So the top part is a little bit smaller. So you have to look at the plug to get it in right. And there we go. And as you can see, if you watch the little battery light, you see the little power plug flashing on there. That's proof that it works with micro USB as well. It's charging from my power bank. And my Nexus 7. And I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but right in there, there's a little lightning bolt on the battery icon that shows you that yes, it is charging. Once again, let's go back to the Apple iPod Touch 5. Now see, this is what I mean. Here's the iOS plug with the white and the little slots it looks like down there. You have to turn it over to this side, and then it'll fit. See, battery charging. Now, one thing I did notice when I first started using this plug or this cable, first off, be careful when you're first using it, because it was a little rough and a little tight. Putting it into the ports, either the micro USB or for Apple. So it is a little tight there. But after you use it a couple of times, it loosens up a little bit and it's easier to push it in and take it out. So when you're first using this cable, make sure you're just not jamming it in there, because you may ruin your charging port on your device. Just make sure you do it nice and slow, and you'll be all ready and set to go. This cable is fantastic because now you got one cable instead of two. This is definitely worth the money.